Hey everybody, Chris Negley with Elegant Estates. Just wrapped up a house wash and now I'm headed over to a stone staircase that we put in for a customer. I think we put it in, I would say probably 10 or 12 years ago, and it's a really shady area and it's got a lot of moss on it, a lot of mildew, that kind of thing. So she wants us to go ahead and get that all cleaned off for her. And there's an old walkway and steps, kind of like a landing and flagstones going up to the staircase. So today I'm going to clean the staircase really good. I may or may not clean the walk, and then I need to go back tomorrow and raise up some of these stones in this walkway that another contractor did for us. So hang tight. I'll do a video when we get over there, show you what we got going on. We'll do a soft wash on the staircase, and then we'll do a ball valve rinse on it just to make sure that everything comes off, and then I'll probably do a post treat on it, and that'll brighten it right up and it'll bring it back to like a essentially to a like new condition. So hang tight and I'll show you what we got. Alright, so here's what we got. We're going to be cleaning these guys right here. This contractor put in, I don't know, a long time ago. We'll clean those in between. There's a lot of moss and stuff, so we'll be resetting some flagstones in here. And then here's a staircase that we put in about a dozen years ago. You can see it's all infested with moss and algae. Probably some lichen on there in a few areas. You can see that's almost the new look. So we'll go ahead and we'll restore this today. And again, there is stone all the way down the driveway, so she doesn't want to wash these necessarily. So we figured we'll wash the ones in the middle and take it from there. So that way we can kill off all this moss that's in here. So that's what we're looking at. So we'll get the camera set up and we'll get going on it. So what we've done is we've sprayed that down with our detergent, basically an algicide that's going to kill off all the moss, all the mold, the mildew, any of the algae. It'll take care of all that. So we've completely saturated the staircase. We're going to let that dwell for as long as it takes. Sometimes it'll take 5 minutes, other times 15 to do the trick. But then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll do a ball valve rinse on this, make sure all that's rinsed off well. You notice too, when we put this on and sprayed it, we made sure that we took the appropriate steps to protect the vegetation here. So that's all tarped. We don't want any of that to get over onto that because there's potential for burning. When we do house washes, obviously we'll spray landscape plants with a neutralizer that'll actually combat any of the detergent that we put on there. But in this scenario, it wasn't worth getting that fired up. We just tarp that off. So we'll give that some time to dwell and time to work, and then we'll go ahead and we'll spray that all off, probably in this direction, so it's out into the side over here where there's no vegetation. And obviously we don't want this running all the way down the driveway when we rinse it, so we'll go ahead and we'll rinse it off to this side, and we'll be good to go. On these stairs here, these steps, I thought better of doing that actually. That was in addition to what we originally thought we were going to do, but I think since I have to rip this up and relay that anyways, I don't want this to be a different color than this. We can always come back after we're done resetting these and wash all of that if she wants us to. But for right now, I think it was a wiser bet just to kind of hold off on that. So that's the difference between, you know, a contractor that's out to make money and a contractor looking out for clients. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave it at that. All right, so here we go. Here's the finished product. Again, we brought these stones back to a like new condition, similar to what we have over here. And again, after the detergent goes on and kills off all the moss, the mildew, the algae, all that good stuff, that makes everything look terrible. Once that's killed off and we rinse it, it's an issue of water volume when we rinse. We don't rinse with a whole lot of pressure. Really, it's enough, you can put your hand out in front of the spray and it's not going to affect it. But we do put a lot of volume on it. So there's a lot of volume of water involved. If you're trying to rinse or do some sort of stone restoration with a big box unit, like a 3 or 4 gallon a minute machine, even those would have a tough time rinsing that moss. The 8 gallon is really the ticket when it comes to that. Makes for a really good end result. So I'll be back later on this week. We're gonna go ahead and deal with this. Again, we decided not to wash this. I talked to the client about that and she concurred with my assessment there. So that was a good call not to do these. And we'll go ahead and we'll fix the other contractor's issues here, and we'll raise that up so everything's flush. It's no longer a tripping hazard. And we'll probably use easy joint in here too. I want to try that out, make sure that works well for those joints, because we want something that's going to stick and not create a problem and not erode. So there you go. So if you have any hardscapes that have a lot of overgrowth on it, moss, mildew, algae, all that we can take care of. So just give us a buzz. Find us online at elegantestateinc.com or call the office 607-533-3699. Thanks for watching. See you at the next one.